Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College, and the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Makes the grab. It's Fields. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The play action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Broncos offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off-play action on first down. That's caught. It's Fields. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside. They were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so...
Turning it on! Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gaines. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, going up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Tight end now in motion. On the move, it's Love. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
to throw. It's Madsen. Rushes on him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and one, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Floating away.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught downfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the